What if everything you thought about spirituality was upside down? Most people think a spiritual path means collecting crystals, sampling new yoga styles, or chasing a mystical high. But here's the secret that most spiritual teachers never talk about. A true spiritual path isn't about adding more. It's about balancing what is already inside you. By the end of this video, you'll understand how identifying your dominant and weak spiritual energy can completely transform your practice and your life. If you've ever followed practices that didn't really work or felt confused by all the spiritual noise out there, you're not alone. I've spent 25 years digging into religions, mysticism, and spiritual systems, and what I discovered changed everything. It's not about the rituals or the lineage. It's about the energy that is inside you. Most people treat spirituality like a buffet. Oh, I'll try a little breath work, maybe some tantra, maybe a sound bath. But that's like wiring your house with random fuses from different systems. Imagine your body like an electrical circuit, and your chakras are the fuse boxes. You can't overload one circuit and expect balance. And that's what most spiritual seekers are doing without even realizing it. Here's something almost no one talks about. Every human being is wired with two spiritual energies. One is usually dominant. The other is usually undeveloped. And the point of a spiritual path is not to amplify what's already strong, but to strengthen what's been forgotten. And why does this matter? Because so many people give up on spirituality when it doesn't work. They think they're the problem. But the truth is, they didn't have the right map. Once you understand how your energy flows, how it actually flows, it's possible for you to reclaim your power. In this video, I'll show you how to identify your dominant and weak energy, and how to choose the spiritual path that restores your balance and brings you to wholeness. I used to think being spiritual meant going deeper into what I was already good at. Mystical insight, emotional depth, and feminine energy. But after a traumatic initiation, everything flipped. My energy system reversed. The strengths I relied on failed me. And suddenly I had to develop the other energy, the one I'd ignored for years. That journey from imbalance to healing is what I want to share with you today. Have you ever felt like no matter what you try, your spiritual system just doesn't feel balanced? So let's get back to the 3 hidden truths behind choosing a spiritual path. Number 1, there are only 2 primary spiritual paths because there are only 2 energies. Some traditions call them divine masculine and divine feminine. There's also the solar and lunar, yin and yang. But what matters is this: one of them is more dominant in you. Number 2, your path must be the one that strengthens the weak energy. If you're already intellectual, structured, and goal-driven, you likely need practices that awaken creativity, surrender, and emotional depth. If you're already intuitive, emotional, and imaginative, you likely need practices that bring logic, order, and focused intention. Number 3, sampling random practices can make you more imbalanced. The more you feed the dominant energy, the more off-kilter your system becomes. Real progress comes from choosing practices that restore what's missing, not doing more of what's familiar. So share your experience in the comments. I generally love hearing your stories. If this is striking a chord with you, give it a like. It helps this message to reach the people who really need it. What's the simplest way to know which energy is dominant and which needs strengthening? Start with a basic left brain, right brain evaluation. While this method is considered old-fashioned in modern neurology, it's still a helpful starting point for understanding your energetic tendencies. If your test shows you're left-brained, you're likely more logical and analytical. That means the water energy linked to intellect and clarity is already strong in you. Your path is to cultivate the fire energy, creativity, intuition, and emotional depth. If you're right-brained, you're more intuitive, creative, and emotionally in tune. That means the fire energy is dominant, and your growth lies in developing the water energy, the qualities of logic, focus, and mental structure. And that's your starting point. Strengthen the energy that's been undernourished. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about becoming whole. I want to thank you for watching. I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. If this resonated, subscribe and stay with me, Mischa, as we explore the history, the mystery, and the science of the chakras, right here on Ashley Spiritual Living. And for those of you who are ready to dive even deeper, check out my book, The Basics of Mysticism. It's available now on Amazon. And mark your calendar. I have a new book, Navigating the Chakras, and it arrives September of 2025.